All right, we got another big package in the mail. Here we have Morchang from Ghorka, Rekha, and the son of Rekha, which his name is, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation, Bhagvana, Bhagvana, I believe. He's got into making the harp, so without further ado, let's just start cutting them open, see what happens here. We're kind of undergoing a Morchang revolution. More and more people, especially here in America, are finding out about Morchang and especially beginning to understand Morchang. Because Morchang are a very, oh that's loud, are a very misunderstood instrument. A lot of people who have only played open tones on a harp, they get a Morchang and they're not going to like it. One of the requirements of Morchang in many of your styles of harp like that is that you begin to master open-close glottis techniques, which is a little bit more advanced of a technique. I like Morchang because unlike the saturated instruments, they really highlight all the subtle nuances of what you can do with open-close. Oh, let's see if I can get this on camera. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a nicer box. I'm going to keep this box. Ram steel. Oh, that's the nicest. They always send them in a big, heavy-duty tin box. This is the nicest box I have received thus far. We see two tabs that are bent over there. Luckily, I keep pliers and tools to adjust harps handy right here in the YouTube shop, so that's a nice touch. Get this open. There we go. We stock back up on newspapers as well. I ran myself clean out of packing supplies a couple nights ago. Oh, there's going to be so many Morchang here. I'm probably not going to play every single one. Cleaning these up will probably run me 4 to 5 hours, I'm betting. And maybe 3.5. I'm a classic over-exaggerator, so... I'm excited to see these Bhagvana. Don't know if I'm saying that right. Harps. I've never played from him. That's the son of the maker Rekha. Newspaper is back in that box. Hi there. Hello. All right, let's put the knife away before we cut ourselves. Make sure our microphone's still close. I find it easier just to snip rubber bands. I buy rubber bands in bulk anyways, so... All these unboxings, I stress trying to make them as short and washable as possible. Oh, there we go. I was almost out of these harps. These are one of my favorite of the Ghorka, the tailless. I really, really enjoy this design. And some of them come with draws, some of them come without. Ooh, there's one that doesn't have a draw. I can tell if it has a draw just by looking down it. It tells me a little bit about the melodic content of it. All those gaps are nice and consistent. Sometimes I take them out to the shop and tighten them just a little bit further. This one needs no tightening. Let's look at this one. Oh yeah, those are nice. Let's come back up here. Let's take a gander. Those are good and consistent. Oh, yes. I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I like that so very much. And I would stress people getting these if you're looking at getting into a Morchang and you're expecting something super saturated like a Glasern or a Zilagi. These are a different breed. These are specifically for open-close playing because they really highlight your open-close technique. Like what I was doing there, it wasn't my plucking style that was causing all those weird modulations in the tone. It was me opening and closing my glottis. Let's give another one of these a try. How about a draw starting one to try? That's a draw starter. yeah, I'm gonna leave. Normally on the tailless, I make them all melodic. I remove the draw start from all of them, but I'm gonna leave an option on them for a draw start because many of them do arrive draw startable or have here as of late. We're just putting a little bit coconut oil on these. Yeah, that's really consistent. Another draw starter. Not bad. And I could literally take the draw start right out of it by just moving the reed back to a proper alignment with the deck. I might leave some of them really drawable. That one is pretty low in tone for Morchang. I like that. I find it's easier for people on their first Morchang to have one that's not super high pitched. Another thing I've been doing in the past is taking them out to the shop, putting them on an anvil and truing up the frame, and it gives them all a melodic quality like this frame arm. I'm going to call that's going to be another option. I'm going to call that the modified Ghorka, maybe. Some of them I'll take them down to almost a hair width gap as well. But let's keep this unboxing moving. Keep it brief. We're already 6 minutes in. Wonder which ones are the son of Rekha. I love these little scissors. I think I got them off the internet. I can't remember how much I paid for them. They weren't much. They're tiny little scissors. More tailless. Look at that. Yeah. Very consistent. I do love that. I've spent so many evenings on a Ghorka tailless just oming out, meditating on them. I've been really getting into meditation. By heart play, I think it is I'm not a meditative person, or I'm not well versed in whatever meditation is, but I've been getting pretty meditative in my heart play. I'm looking for these Bhagvana, or the son of Rekha. I could sit here and play these Ghorka tailless all day long. But we don't want to play every one for the unboxing, so we'll just see what we got. More tailless. I wonder what these are. I bet these are asymmetrical. Oh, some more coppers. A draw startable copper. Now on the website I have two. On the harpery.com I have two options normally, for one for draw, one for without draw. And I've been selling a lot of harps, the draws. The Ghorka do draw really well, and they don't, in general, many of the Ghorka don't have the stiffness like the Morchang that I sell do. Morchang draw like pencils, but they're very, very stiff. Another of these forms. I think I call this a Veena Alien. I think Veena is a tribute to an Indian stringed instrument. This one's in brass. I like the old school riveting. They put a piece of copper rod through the middle of the reed and peened it over. Yeah, that weird. All these flat ones, I call them alien harps on the website, Veena Alien. They're just so weird. I get lost in them. I dig them. What else we got? We got this one right here. I don't remember what it's called. But flat. I don't know if it's probably cast in the shape and then filed down. But they're not flat fronted. They have a bevel on both angles. draw starts. Some of them I'll remove the draw starts, so we have two different options. I prefer for most of my play not having a draw start. For some of my play, I like having the draw start as well, but draw start does fuzz the tone up a little bit, but then you have the added benefit of being able to draw the instrument. I think these, just judging by the package, should be the asymmetrical. Or what I would call a half gan. Oh, that's got good melodic tone. Oh, I love that. Good stiff reed. Some of the Ghorka, some of the tailless are especially more flexible, and I like starting people off on a tailless. Tailless, you can get super advanced technique out of your tailless as well, but for a lot of people who are used to a more flexible reeded harp, sometimes a really stiff reed can be a little bit off-putting for them at first. I prefer a good stiff reed. I prefer actually all styles of reed. Stiff, not stiff, but for a person's first Morchang, you want to select something that's a little bit less stiffness, because it takes some getting used to having that amount of pressure, because a stiffer reeded harp, you have to put a little bit more pressure up against your up against the harp to keep it from moving, because you're plucking it a little bit harder. These are, oh yes, that's some Afghan back in stock. The steel and the brass. I like to look at them, inspect them. Now, that's going to be a really draw starter. Where's my napkin? We're heavily oiled with coconut oil, but yeah, there's going to be some cleanup on these. Well, a little recurve trigger, slightly. It's almost at a 90. This one's going to be a draw starter. I can tell just by looking down at it. This is going to be a drawer. The Afghans draw like pencils. I like using that term. Yeah, if you're looking for a draw starting harp, and you don't want something super stiff or super high like a Morchang, I would highly suggest the Ghorka with the draw. Let's just play. Let's play a brass Afghan. And each one has their own different timbre, its own different personality. This one, yeah, this one's going to be a drawer. Quite a bit lower in tone than the other one. Not only can you draw it to keep it moving, or draw it to start it, I use it to sustain it, because you have this little bit stiffer of a reed, and then you keep the draw going in between your out breaths, just to help sustain it, and it changes the sound a little bit too. Here's another one of these alien ones with the copper rivets. You know, I'll probably spend a good amount of time tomorrow. Probably 3 hours rubbing these down. That just sounds, it just sounds old. It sounds ancient, like something from way, way back. I don't know if they had instruments that sound like this way back. I don't know what the evolution of Morchang has been, how they've developed over the ages, but it has a certain quality to it. Those flat ones that I just like. Such a nice spring day today. Can't get used to it. In a short period of time, it's going to be very, very hot out. Here's the ones I call the Ghorka Yakut. They're not actually Yakutian. They just look that same shape a Homus has. Flat in this dimension, and then diamond shaped here. It's going to be, oh, that's going to be really draw starting. Lots of draws. Oh, that draw's easy. The whole reed, the tip of it curves upward. Fuzzy, droney, something else. Now this big style, I can't remember what I called that on the website. These are big draw starters. Probably so one is draw and then take the other out. Not super loud. Very draw startable, very low in tone. Almost like if Ghorka was making a bass. Let's see what you are like. I'm seeing bigger gaps that flare out at the tips. I'm seeing a good amount. The gaps actually close almost entirely tight under compression, which is what you want if it's flared out at the tips. Not loud, not a lot of projection out of it, but that is a weird harp. I think I would recommend that to someone for meditation. Let's see what else. Where are those Son of Rekha Ram harps? That's the ones I want to try you. Where are you hiding? Oh, there's the twists. Gaggle of twists. And I'm feeling better fit and finish off this Rekha. Good gaps. It's a Rekha with a draw. Oh, and different designs on them. Some of them have X's on them. And some of them, like this one, have eyes. I'm going to play this eye one. What are you like? What are your secrets? It's the only one that has the eyes on it. Don't know if that means something. Very stiff reed. Not like you. How are you? The gaps feel a little bit tight or a little bit looser than some of the other Rekha. Play one of these other ones. Oh, that's beautiful. We should wipe these off better. Ooh, I like that. I've already got a Rekha twist that normally is right here. I wonder which side I put that on. Oh no, I gifted it to a customer. I forgot. I might have to keep you. You might have to go home with me. Twist. We'll play one more twist. Oh yeah, those are nice tight. Oh, ooh, that is one of the tighter gaps I've seen out of a Rekha. Good bell ring, too. Rekha are kind of becoming a really decent melodic instrument. They're not, Rekha are not an expensive harp. Okay, see if I can find the Son of Rekha Ram. We're not playing every single instrument. We're just playing a few of each different type of style. Okay, so there's some experimental forms in here. Oh wow, they're a lot more decorative now. The new Iron Heart has eyes on it and X's. Iron Hearts I've played in the past have been fairly stiff. See this one. Very stiff, fierce. I'd call that a fearsomely stiff trigger. Iron Heart's not for the faint of heart, but good melodic content to it. Good clean tones. And here's the smaller of the Rekha rounds. Like this one got bent a little bit in shipping. It's very, very recurve. Let's just see how it plays. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out to the shop and adjust that. I just did that with fingers. Very tight for Rekha. That's a pretty tight gap right there. Now, especially on these smaller Morchang, if someone doesn't have the closed glottis technique, they're probably not going to like them. If you play these instruments with just open tones, you're going to think they're unresponsive, that there's not much to them. But if you practice your open close, I think a lot of people are really going to like these. Yeah, those little ones are tight. A little bit of a droning in the background. I know that all harps are fundamentally, or I should say fundamentally, I've been informed that harps are a drone instrument. So there's always that fundamental tone that's in the background, but it seems like on some of them it's more pronounced. Or there's that buzzing quality that you can work with it. I think, oh, there's a form there. I call this the hybrid. This was about 2 years back. I asked Rekha, I'm like, well, can you make something a little bit more flexible? And this is what he came up with, a elongated design. That's going to have to be taken out to the shop and adjusted. I'll put it on an anvil. That one area at the back that's almost touching. What do we got here? I believe this is the Son of Rekha. This is the harp I was looking for. It's without a tail. We see a round design. Oh, that's a good consistency of a gap. Looks like it's aligned good. I'm just going to predict that this is going to be melodic. Let's see. Good sustain. Good bell ring. Yes, if that's the only one of these, it's going on my wall, and I'm going to get a hold of. I'm going to get some more of these Bhagvana, the Son of Rekha. Oh, it's got a little spiral on it. That's where that extra sustain's coming from. It feels like halfway in between a Morchang and a Vargan. Yes, you are. I am keeping you. I like you. Oh, that is a well-made harp. I like you. I would say the person who is the son of Rekha Ram. I'm going to keep you right here where I don't lose you. Let's open another couple more. I've got piles of harps here to unbox. But we're at 25 minutes already. I try to keep these unboxings pleasantly short. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes, I call these a Horsehead Slim. I believe they're called a variation of the mustache. In India, I was told the mustache is sacred, and a lot of these are variations of a mustache. Those are good gaps. I would say the quality of Ghorka and Rekha have went up quite a bit just since I've started ordering them, the quality control on them. I might have to adjust that trigger just a tad. Where are you clicking? Yeah, right there. Very droney, very out there. Let's see, we have Peacock. I think I call this the Peacock Style 2. Because we see a peacock's head there. Ooh, that's very draw startable. I do love. I'm probably gonna get. I've been on a Yakutian hummus kick for about 4 weeks now. I'm probably going to get back onto playing Morchang every single night. That's my other love of instruments is the Indian Morchang, and it's so nice to receive such a large shipment that has very good quality control. We have another draw startable. This is Peacock Style 1. Yes, and yes. We'll see if we got anything else hidden in there. He said he had sent some experimental forms. I think the Son of Rekha was the main experimental form, and I would say that is a worthy experiment. I'm going to get a hold of them and see if I can't get some more of the Son of Rekha coming, or Bhagvana. Oh, here we have a whole bunch more twist. Lots of twist. We might have gotten all the styles in this unboxing. These should be, I bet, tailless. I keep a lot of tailless on me because I just feel there's such a great Morchang. Save these newspapers. Yeah, the gaps are just nice. Well, I've got my work cut out for me oiling all these. My hands are turning black from handling all these instruments. There's so much evidence of the forge left on them. Oh, this is just, I've unboxed, what? This is the third unboxing I've done in 24 hours of harps, and it is probably my favorite unboxing I've done so far, because there's so many, and they're not expensive instruments. That's what I love about Morchang, and there's so much of a variety to them, and I just really dig the droning characteristics, the melodic capabilities of them, the draw starts of some of them. Yeah, lots of different. Here we have, call that iron pear is what I call it. I don't remember what they call it. It's another Rekha. Nice gaps. And the only thing I might add is that if you're a beginner out there and you're getting a Morchang, keep an open mind when you get into Morchang, because they're going to be, if you've only played a lot of the saturated Vargan or the saturated really breathy Jerome, it's going to be a totally different style of instrument. It's like going from playing a guitar to playing a fiddle. It just is. If you appreciate it for the instrument, it is. If you try to play a fiddle like you try to play a guitar, you're probably not going to be very satisfied. Or try to strum a banjo the way you strum a guitar, it's probably not going to have as good of results as playing it like a banjo. Just appreciate. I play every instrument the way I feel it. I feel every instrument out, and even amongst Morchang or any type of instrument, each harp has its individual way it wants to be played. So harps aren't looking to be controlled; they're looking for someone who listens and feels them. If we want to get philosophical. There we go. I pronounced it right the second time. This is a hybrid. I didn't play every single instrument, not even close, but this has just been a joy. I enjoyed this so much. Thank you to Rekha Ram. Thank you to Ghorka Ram. Thank you to Bhagvana, or however you say, the son of Rekha. Thank you so much for these instruments. I enjoy them. I know a lot of people out there, especially those who are Morchang. I'm just going to I'm going to coin the term Morchang junkie. That's what I am. I love Morchang. I'm going to end it playing the son of Rekha's harp. Thanks so much. I like you. I like this instrument. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harper. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. I love y'all. Be good to each other. Be sure to click the bell icon to receive notifications. Harp. Let me get a drink. I don't even know if I took a drink of water this whole time. I am drying out. I love y'all. Adios.